Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is April 8th, 2025, and the top news for crypto is as follows. Today we will start with Mr. Saylor, who got a job in Pakistan. Specifically, the former CEO of Binance was appointed as a consultant to the Pakistan Cryptography Council, a new member of the regulatory body charged with monitoring the adoption of blockchain technology and crypto in Pakistan. So they certainly brought in a man who knows a lot of tricks for the crypto market worldwide. From Mr. CZ, we will also go to ETFs and ETPs. First of all, let's say that crypto ETPs lost $240 million last week amidst all those tariffs that America has imposed on the rest of the world. And let's say that as far as Bitcoin ETFs are concerned, they haven't moved much. They have losses, of course, but they are not crazy numbers. They are typical losses. Moving now to our companies, let's say that Saylor's strategy did not buy Bitcoin. Let's say that the strategy usually buys Bitcoin every week, one set amount. However, last week it did not buy anything at all, with Bitcoin falling below $87,000. Let's say that we do not know the exact reason, but we can assume that it is in the red. Let's say that based on the Bitcoins that the strategy has acquired, with this fall in Bitcoin, it has seen an unrealized loss of $6 billion. Let's say that it obviously has not sold to make these losses real, but all this certainly does not look very nice for the company's fund, and perhaps for this reason it did not make a purchase. Moving on to our currencies, we will go to Mandra, which revealed to us a fund of $108,888,888. This is a fund that will enter its ecosystem and invest in various projects with a focus on DeFi and real-world assets in order to help them develop and strengthen their ecosystem. We want to see good moves in general, and some very nice news we have for Aave today. Aave DAO has announced a plan to rebuy Aave cryptocurrency. In particular, the largest DeFi protocol in the crypto market, the DAO of, has also officially announced a cryptocurrency purchase initiative, which will start on April 9th. The whole program aims to rebuy Aave cryptocurrency worth $1 million every week over a period of 6 months. As a result, DAO will have 2.5% of the Aave cryptocurrency supply by the end of the year. For this very reason, based on the situation in the crypto market, Aave is up 8% on the 24-hour chart. Plus, Bitcoin is also rising. And since I mentioned Bitcoin, we will now go to the crypto market itself. 10 minutes ago, Bitcoin was at $80,000. Now it is at $79,000. However, the price has risen from the $74,000 it reached yesterday. Let's say that based on this fall we had, there was liquidity worth more than $1 billion. Now, going to the typical markets, we will go to the S&P 500, which as you'll see increased and then the price fell. The same happened with Nasdaq. This little candle was formed because on X there was a rumor that there would be a 90-day tariff break. However, this was another fake news from X. For example, here I have an account that reported this fake rumor. It's not one, it's many. Let's say in general that at X, especially in times when everyone is looking at the news about the next moves of countries, politicians, or whatever, X is not the best place because there are many fake news. Another example to remind you is when the ETFs were supposed to be approved. Gary Gensler's account at X was hacked, and it was published that they were approved a day before they were actually approved. So be careful. Let's say now that because it was fake news, this little candle that the experts made stopped and returned to more normal prices. Let's say now that in all this market situation, Bitcoin managed to burn up to $80,000, and for that reason, Standard Chartered says it sees Bitcoin as a hedge against tariffs. Furthermore, going by tariffs, let's say Trump said that China has 1 day to cancel the tariffs or face a 50% increase. Let's say China has until April 8th to register the tariffs it has imposed on America. And if it doesn't, Trump said that America will raise the tariffs by 50% starting April 9th. And as soon as Mr. Trump said that, China said it would fight to the end. Let's say that according to the 79th U.S. Treasury Secretary, the man says that about 70 countries are trying to reach an agreement with America to see how they can find solutions to the sanctions that Mr. Trump and America have imposed. And while we're at it, if things don't go too well, especially between China and America, Mr. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, tells us that there is a possibility of further market declines up to 20% in the overall market. However, he says that this period has continued to be a buying opportunity. That that wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is April 8th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone and have a good day.